Becky was speaking earlier. It really opened my eyes and it blessed me. So afterwards they asked me to do additional prayer, so I went in the room. And I was in the room. As I was in there, she walked over to me and she said, "What do you need prayer for?" So initially I said my head, but I also talked about my back. So I injured my back in 2017, and I fell at work. And when I fell, I sprained my lower back and have been in pain every day since. And mind you, during that time frame, they sent me to physical therapy. I maxed out of physical therapy, couldn't go back. And then after that, I kind of just dealt with the pain. I literally accepted the pain, was like, I'll just live with it. Even though in my heart I knew God could heal, I was like, I'm just gonna live with it. So today, when she was speaking, I said, you know what? And she said, you don't have to live with it anymore. I said, you know what? I'm not going to. And so we went to the room and she asked me about my back, and I was like, yeah, I've been in pain ever since. And she asked me what my pain level was, and at the time I think it was like a 5 or 6, which usually is at like an 8 or 9. I typically can't stand for more than 5 minutes without pain, and I never say anything. So even my mom had no idea. This has been going on for almost 6 years. And when we were as soon as I walked in the room, it was like the pain went from here to here. And I was just like, because she said initially, she said, well, for some of you, you may be experiencing healing without being touched. And I was like, I'm in there twisting like, okay. But then she walked over to me, she was asking me more about the pain. And as she was asking more about the pain, I didn't tell you this, but when you put the oil on my back, I felt this, it was like almost like it was a conductor. I felt this heat starting to resonate in that area, to the point where I started leaning over and clenching my fist, because I'm like, I knew that God was moving. And at that point, when she said, now try it again, I bent backwards and I felt nothing. Wow. And I wept, because 6 years is a long time. And I wept. And then what I did tell you too was after then the Lord pulled me to the ground where I couldn't move. And I lay there and I knew God was continuing to do work in me, and not only do work in me for me, but work in me for others. And so afterwards I got up and I asked, and I told, I'm walking back up to Becky, she's looking at me, I said, so I want to be used to heal others. And so then she gave me the instruction. But I want to thank you for your obedience and for the Lord for restoring and healing my back.